Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to BND Live, the Dungeons & Dragons live stream where a group of high school friends attempt to play Dungeons & Dragons remotely via the internet. With us, as always, we have... Oh, he's not here yet. Steven as Finric the Monk, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, Erin as Lily the Fighter, and Chris as Paelias the Cleric. I am Shawn, your ever-faithful and humble DM, and this is the 2-year anniversary of BND Live. All right, we are back. Let's get a little it has almost been exactly 2 years, so pretty awesome. All right, last time it was the Gaul morning, rainy. You had a nice breakfast made by Betsy, Baroness Croft's cook. And then, just as Paelias was entering for his morning breakfast, and the rest of you were sitting around the table, there was a sort of a massive earthquake. Talking to the Baroness, you realize, or that you learn that they've been happening recently. That was the third that they'd had that month, but biggest by far. Using your sending stones, you talked with both Skye a day and Sir Brian Caldinger, both in Windbell and in Wesleyville. And the ground shook there briefly as well. You did talk briefly with Agnes, who was in a bog somewhere. I wasn't sure if it had shook, but, it could be the bog. And it's Eggin. Happy Eggin, everybody. Most everyone forgot except for Finric. But the second Dagall of Cahaver is Eggin, so Harvest Holiday. That evening, because you stayed the day there, that evening, Finistel leaves, flying north. Some scrying on her by Paelias told you that much. She had left her sending stone and apparently some hair that you'd collected behind. So the next morning, Detal, you got horses on loan from the Baroness, and you headed a little bit southeast and then east to reach the major junction about around noon with the north-south road. You headed on, continuing east, and realized that a hawk was following you, which Lily was able to tell is familiar, which he then deduced would be probably belonging to Talon, the ranger you had met previously. And then you made camp that night, and you scryed on Finistel again, and this time she was on a ship. Not sure where exactly, but you suspect the Central Sea to the north. And just as you were getting ready to fall asleep, Twizzard, reminded of giant spiders by Finric, and I believe a good dice to roll, but remembered that the cave that the spider amulet had been found in was revealed by an earthquake all those months ago. You'd found Cindy, little girl Cindy, transformed into a giant spider. So, it is still technically the tall evening. Are you guys setting a watch for the night?
We're out and about.
In the woods, right?
Yeah.
You are at the junction of two of the major roads of Alland.
Yes, I think we will need to set a watch.
Okay. What is the order of the watch?
I'll take first watch.
All right, Paelias is up first.
I'll take second.
Twizzard.
First is worst, second is the best.
I'll take third because I want the treasure chest.
Oh, Third was the one with the hairy chest.
Yep. That's how I remember
Well, maybe if you're a guy.
It'll keep you warm at night.
it.
What is this? I don't even know this rhyme.
No.
First is the worst, second is the best.
Third
is the one with the hairy chest.
Or the treasure chest.
Fascinating.
But zero's the hero. And first is the worst.
I've never heard zero the hero.
Oh, zero's the hero. First is the worst.
Who counts to 0?
If Finric was here, he'd ask, "What's fourth?"
Oh, Finric's just teasing us with his not really being here.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprisingly.
So he's on watch all night then.
Yeah. Finric's on watch when it matters.
I feel like at one time I did know what fourth was.
Well, fourth is hard to rhyme. I mean, that's what fourth is.
Fourth is the slorth.
Yeah. Fourth is the borth. Yeah. There's nothing. You got nothing. It's like orange. Fourth is the orange.
No, but you don't have to rhyme it with fourth because second is the best, third is the one with the treasure chest. You rhyme best with chest.
Oh, right. Right. Good point.
Well, yeah, but the rhyming scheme goes like first, it's like AA, so first rhymes the worst. So fourth would rhyme in the next stanza, right?
This is a big problem. We're going to need to spend the whole night on this.
Sidetrack.
right.
Let's
That's
figure this
assuming
out.
that your stanza is going to be 3 lines.
Right. It's
can
kind of it's the sing-songy flow of it. It's like the limerick, the flow.
Sing song.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah,
All right,
so, yeah, I'm-
Paelias is first watch, or we're not
last
making a
watch.
tiny hut because there's no Agnes here. Got it, right. So yeah, Paelias, you set up for the first watch. Rest of you make yourselves as comfortable as you can. The area around the sort of junction of the roads is flat and easy enough to find a comfortable place to wrap yourself in your cloak or your bedroll and hunker down. Paelias, your 2 hours goes by without issue.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, good choice going first.
Oh, yeah.
You nudge Mr. Twizzard.
Mr. Bones, take my spot. I'll take it.
I mean, whatever you want. Mr. Twizzard, give me a perception check for your 2 hours.
I'm gonna show you more perception you've ever seen before in your life.
Excellent.
I got big fat +0.
Mm.
Oh man, it was on 18 and then it tipped over to 2. I don't notice anything.
Yeah, you sit there looking at Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones looking at you. You looking at Mr. Bones.
Gazing into each other's
The-
eyes.
the typical-
or eye
Typical
sockets.
Tuesday.
And then you sort of jolt awake, not sure when you'd fallen asleep. Mr. Bones is still looking at you. But you're like...
What happened?
And you like decide to wake up Lily.
Bones, get Lily up.
Lily gets shaken awake, Mr. Bones.
All right. I guess it's my turn. Not like I have a watch or anything. Can't tell time.
We can stare at Mr. Bones. Bones, stare at Lily. All night.
So he turns to stare at Lily.
I love Mr. Bones.
Twizzard falls back asleep. Lily, give me a perception check.
$21.
Oh,
I'm quite alert.
well.
Yeah. You spend your watch alert. Every once in a while, looking at Mr. Bones, looking away, kind of disconcerting, but you're used to it pretty much by now. And yeah, your 2 hours passes without incidents. You wake up Finric. I'll roll for Finric.
And while I wake up Finric, before I go back to sleep, I'm gonna put a blade of grass or something right underneath Mr. Twizzard's nose.
What?
Oh, okay.
He's gonna
Is
make a
that
whistle.
to like wake him up?
Just as he inhales and exhales, maybe he'll inhale a little harder, and maybe he'll start to tickle his nose.
Are we doing pranks? Is that where we're starting now?
Give me Constitution save, Mr. Twizzard.
You got it.
Is he at disadvantage because he's asleep?
You're supposed to do a saving throw.
Yeah, disadvantage because you're asleep.
That's all right.
It's the same one.
It's the same
Same
thing.
one.
Okay.
15. Or,
No,
I'm sorry,
19.
19.
Was that disadvantage because you're asleep? Good point, Paelias.
Disadvantage. Yes, thank you for adding that. Alright. 20.
What?
Still 9.
Damn, nice.
Yeah, the grass does not affect you in the least.
I've had worse under my nose.
Oh my gosh.
And never noticed it either.
So annoying.
Slept through it.
Oh, that Twizzard. Yeah, no, you all wake up having had the benefits of a long rest.
All right.
Sweet. Ugh.
Onward to the east. We're following the compass, right?
Oh yeah. Let's take a look at the compass.
Still just a little north of east.
Okay.
Now, there was a road that was going to the east, or did that stop at this point?
No, it's still going.
All right, then we should probably keep walking along the road.
Yep. No, so you guys can mount your horses again.
Oh, right. That's yours.
You've got horses. You're all living
Yeah.
large.
I hope I fit on mine.
Finric did a good job at,
Horse wrangling.
well,
Getting in the good graces of the Baroness,
Yeah.
if you would.
procuring these fine steeds for our trip.
Presumably, Bones rides with you, Twizzard?
Yeah, we could fit.
Well, Bones is probably riding on the horse, and Twizzard is probably riding on the shoulders of Mr. Bones because he needs to be
That's a
up
sight.
high, get the best vantage point. He's like standing on his shoulders and like looking out.
Yeah,
Can I wrap my cloak around it so I just look like a really tall dude?
yeah, I think I got that figured out right there.
Sweet, there we go.
That
All right.
seems just about what I was imagining.
Okay. Look out, world! Here we come.
Yep. All right. You guys. The weather is, by the way, very nice today. And you continue down the road, and you haven't gone too far when you see a person with a mule and a couple bags on the mule, and they're sort of leading it down the road.
Are they going in the opposite direction of us?
Yes. Yeah, they are
So
going.
are we
west.
supposed to say something weird like, "Hello, the mule"? That's what people say in situations like this.
That's what you want to do?
So I've heard.
No,
Or you
I
could
think
say, what is it? Mule holiday.
What?
Agan or something.
Have a mule Hagen.
Where's the mule tide log?
Egan, that's only no, Egan.
It's only for it's for Oxnard.
Exactly, yeah. Egan is only
Oh.
only
So
celebrated in
happy
Oxnard. So,
happy Stegen or whatever you guys celebrate.
Actually, I think Lily's the only one that celebrates it. No one else is from Oxnard.
Yeah, I celebrate Dwarf Day.
Oh, I love Dwarf Day.
It's an awesome day.
Favorite day of the year.
It's the
sort of
shortest day of the year.
Is that a mule?
Yeah, that's the mule now.
No.
It's like the solstice.
They draw close and they look up at you on your horses and they're like, "Oh, hello."
Hello.
It's our lookout.
A beautiful day, is it not?
It is a beautiful day. Very nice.
What brings you down this path?
Oh, I'm heading from Baron Wobbly's land with a message for Sura.
Wobbly, is that who we're heading towards?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Does he live in a keep in the middle of the forest?
The Baron certainly lives in a keep. In the middle of a forest. It's a mix. It's a mix of forestry and farms.
Is he a creepy weirdo who zaps you?
No, of course not.
Okay, this might not be our guy.
Does he have any recent newcomers staying with him?
Not that I know of. Are you folks visiting him?
Well, we are traveling out that way, and we didn't want to bother him if he was previously entertaining. But if he doesn't seem to be entertaining anyone at the time, then we would like to stop in and say hello.
Well, I saw him a couple days ago. He didn't seem to have anyone staying at the keep at the time, but I suppose it could have changed since then.
All right, then. How much further down the road before we come upon the Baron's residence?
Oh, well, you'll have to bear south at the next junction, but it's a fair bit still along the way.
Okay. Like a day's travel, 2 days travel?
Oh, on horse, I would say. They start to have a coughing fit. Let's see. I would say it's about. I think I would have figured this out before now. 6 times. Probably maybe you'd be riding till the evening, somewhere around 4 or 5 p.m.
Okay, we don't want to intrude too late in the evening.
Oh, of course. That makes sense. But you should be fine.
Well, thank you so much for the information.
Mm-hmm. What's got in those bags? Anything cool?
Yeah, very, very cool things. Various pelts and other trophies from recent hunts.
Pelts sound warm, so...
Oh, yes, Baron Wobbly is very much into the hunt.
Indeed,
is he not?
Indeed he is. You come well informed. Are you looking to buy something? I'm a bit of a merchant.
I mean, I don't think I need anything.
Good. Isn't it kind of nice weather out?
Well, right now it is.
You don't need any pelts.
It's like I mean, it's like October weather.
I feel like
Sounds nice.
like Lily might be the type of person who would get one of those foxtails and wear it around her waist.
Like a furry?
No,
Like you have a tail?
no, like at Renaissance fairs.
Yeah, the furries.
They're not furries. They're just people who wear foxtails around their waist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the reason why.
Okay.
It's just
what
I've
you do.
seen it. I've seen it being sold by the vendors.
Yeah. I got a pair of cat ears. Sometimes you just gotta wear some cat ears.
No, seriously, no, it's an actual fox's tail.
Oh, that's a little more hardcore.
Yes. It's a very Renaissance thing.
Yeah. Interesting.
Renaissance fair, I should say, not Renaissance time period thing. Not Renaissance time period. Which Renaissance fairs are very rarely Renaissance periods either.
Oh yeah, so no pelts for me, thanks.
All right. Well, that's safe travels.
For you too.
Pass by and continue on.
Well, Walrith is not staying with Baron Wobbly. If we would have to take the path south at the next junction.
Yeah,
'Cause
you're
we have to go
looking
east.
at probably another 12, so another 2 hours to the path, and then another 3 hours or so south.
Yeah, so I think we should probably stick to the path and search out Falrith.
Oh, we could check the compass before we deviate off the trail.
Well, yes, of course, but
We could just blaze our own path through the woods again.
We're not going to be turning south at the junction. That's all, because we know based on the compass heading that he's northeast, not southeast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, trotting forward.
Trotting forward. Another couple hours go by, and you get to the junction that he was talking about.
Ooh, let's look at the compass.
At this point, it points more north than before, if anything else.
Ooh.
And you realize that the road has taken a little bit of a southern turn.
All right, you guys see this? What do you think about that?
Well, I guess we just keep going and take the next left.
Yeah, is the junction provide something that will go more north than south?
Not here, no.
Is it east and south?
Correct.
Okay.
Just slightly south.
And I guess we
it's
should.
It's like slightly south of east or south.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute. I think we've got a.
Uh-oh.
You got a Finric?
We caught something?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Who is Dromm?
Get a troll under the bridge.
Close enough. All right, so you guys continue on slightly south of east?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
till it becomes a problem.
I have a feeling that we are going to have to go and trailblaze. I don't know if there's going to be a direct path to Falrith.
Hey!
There you are. At least half of you.
So around noon, you get to another junction. You've been on the road 4 hours or so, maybe a little less. And this one is, again, a little south of east, the way you've been going, or directly north.
Check the compass.
Yeah, let's look at the compass again.
Compass still says north, east, east.
Alright, what do we think?
Well,
This is a good time turn.
So there's always a backup plan of just making a beeline through the woods. So,
Yeah.
can always do that.
Yeah,
Shall we
the
go to-
land around you right now is. Let's see. So you've got about 24. It's still relatively flat. There are here and there along. There are some woodsier areas, but it's mostly sort of open, sort of prairie country almost. You have seen off in the distance some sheep grazing every now and then to the north.
Do we need dinner?
I mean, as long as the terrain doesn't look too difficult to traverse, there's no reason why we couldn't just start going in the direction of.
Yeah, but he's probably in a town, right? He's probably not like hung out in the woods. And the town probably is linked to it by a road. So, I mean, I think the roads will lead us there. We just have to go a little more zigzaggy.
I mean, we could take this road to the north until it looks as though the compass is no longer pointing north and only pointing east.
Yeah. If it steers away, we can switch off. But I think for now, we can continue on the road.
Okay.
Let's do that.
That way, if we cross by anybody, we can ask questions about upcoming towns.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys go north.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you head north and continue on for another hour or so, and you see off to the right. Whoa!
Chipmunk Finric!
Chipmunk Finric!
Wait a minute.
Oh man, say hi again, Finric.
Oh, is that Finric?
That's the best.
Say riding horses is the best.
Oh my god. man.
I thought that was Jillian at first.
You might need to fix that, Finric.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god.
I love when that happens.
That was our special guest appearance by Finric the Chipmunk
So good.
for the 2-year anniversary.
Yes, yeah.
BND.
That's what makes this special. Oh my goodness gracious. Should be back in a second.
I was secretly hoping that would happen. And it happened.
Huh?
What else might happen if I secretly hoped?
Aren't we always secretly hoping that Finric would be Chipmunk Finric?
Mm-hmm.
The dangerous power you hold, Wizard. That's an actual spell that you can get. It's a level 9 spell called Wish.
Chipmunk?
No,
And
not
Chipmunk?
Chipmunk.
You have some influence on what happens?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We'll look that up. That sounds kind of cool.
It's a pretty crazy spell.
I bet you that upping your persuasion to max level would also help influence what happens.
Hey guys.
Hey, that
There you
worked.
are.
Aw.
Happy 2-year anniversary, Finric.
Yep.
Thanks. Late to my own party.
But you brought the best gift so far.
Aw.
The chipmunk voice. I'm talking about the chipmunk voice.
Yeah.
You've already given up on it.
Anyway, after about an hour or so riding north, you see a shepherd and his flock sort of close to the edge of the road, and he sort of like gives you a wave.
Ooh, should we talk to him?
Maybe about 300, 400 feet away.
Should I put on the amulet and fly over there?
No. I think you could walk that distance.
I'm not walking. Mr. Bones, carry me over there.
You're on a horse.
All right.
You're on top. You're already being carried by Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones, instruct our horse to bring us over to that man.
Sure. Yeah, your horse easily rides off the beaten path, as it were, and over to the. As the horse comes up, the sheep sort of like start to like get a little. They're like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Oh there! They're a little startled by horses for some reason." And what are you riding on?
The horse. Haven't seen
Horse?
No, you're on the shoulders of a skeleton.
lower body.
Sounds like you answered your own question.
What
Very skinny man.
what business do you have in Baron Ruga's lands? He's not gonna look too kindly on you.
Baron Ruga's land.
Yeah, we've come asking about the Baron and nearby baronies and other people. What do you know about this guy? Is he cool? Do you like him? What's he like?
He's a bit
We don't
harsh.
know. He's harsh?
I don't know. Wait, why? Do you know him? He's
we were
fine.
gonna
He's a
step
fine
by.
Baron. Like, I've got to tend to my flock.
What? That's not what you really mean.
He sort of turns away.
We sent over our best man.
Alright, good. I thought you guys would come with me. I can't. You trust this to me?
We're just watching.
Twizzard, do you ride back to them?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with this guy. He's got no more info.
What'd you
What-
find out, Mr.
Yeah, what'd you get?
He says the Baron's one cool guy, and we might want to stop by if we want, but we don't have to. So we could, just kind of do whatever we want. He said to disregard his opinion.
Wait, to disregard his opinion that he's a cool guy?
I'd like to look at the compass, please.
The compass is about back to where it was when you were at Baroness Cross.
All right.
The north of east.
Oh, yeah. So we got to go east again. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go east.
You mean across the fields of these sheep?
Past the guy that we just told us not to trespass.
Well, we've got horses and he's got sheep, so I figure we can outpace him.
Yeah, he didn't really say that. He's just kind of like, he just did the harumph sort of thing. He's fine.
You want me to scout up ahead and see if we can see some more roads, see how far this road goes? I can summon my dragon guy.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll all go with you.
Take a look.
All right, so you.
Well, I was just gonna fly into the pseudo dragon.
We'll watch your body.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so let's go up like what, 40 feet or so.
Sure. Yeah, you can see this road sort of curves north a little more, and sort of. Actually, give me a perception check for the pseudo dragon.
All right. Let's see how we perceive things today.
I think you get advantage on it.
Advantage. I like advantage. Perception. Oh yeah, who needs advantage? Let's see. Wow, we do. Well, first one's 15. Let's see what the other one is.
Oh, 15.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, there we go. 25.
Oh.
We like that one.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty cloudless sky to begin with, but pseudo dragon gets up there and the clouds sort of part a little more, and you're like, whoosh. You see the road sort of curving through some slight hills, and you do notice a keep. Maybe you'd have to estimate like 4 or 5 miles further up, and there's definitely farmland around that. You notice another couple flocks of sheep on various hillsides.
Am I looking north or east?
Oh, you're looking north right now.
Okay, so yeah, can we look east too? Is there anything that we can see to the east?
Looking east. Looking east. Sort of just looks like a mix of forest and prairie, for as far as the pseudo dragon can see.
Does it look traipsable? Or does it look rugged?
Definitely looks traipsable.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, it looks okay to the east. There is a keep up north, but it probably wouldn't be our keep.
But should we get permission to be, going through these lands of the barony first?
If we just do it real quick, we don't need permission.
Yeah, let's just go.
So you're asking for forgiveness instead of permission?
Who's gonna?
No, I'm going to keep going on my horse, and I'm not going to have to ask for either.
Yeah, we'll probably just kill him if we need to.
Yeah. Look at my schedule here. It doesn't say anything about getting caught.
Lily
Yeah.
is definitely not on board with this decision. But I guess there's not much you can do.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I'm fine going north up to the keep and turning, but we're gonna have to turn eventually, right?
Oh, I got some good intel. He might be a weirdo, so I don't know. I don't know if we want to go.
You just said he was a cool guy.
Yeah, but sometimes.
Cool weirdo.
Yeah,
your intel sucks.
exactly what it is. Well, it's that sheep farmer. I think he was lying to me, so I don't know.
Out of the corner of your eye, Finric, with your high passive perception, you see the sheep guy, like, every once in a while warily looking over at you guys. He can't hear you. He's like...
I do a little wave.
He doesn't wave back.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, let's get out of here. I don't want to visit with Buffalo Bill, the Baron here.
Yeah, we got to get out of here before the Baron comes out of his keep.
Yeah, I think I get a bad feeling about this area.
So east or west? Or east or north?
East.
West?
or west. Just go west.
You don't want to be late for the lumberjack contest.
Yeah, right?
We only have a year to find Falrith before he can create another clone, so...
Is that how it works?
That's not how it works, but
He
anyway.
might still be a baby.
Well,
Alright, so you guys start...
he creates another clone, but it needs like a year to hire.
So you pull all 4 of your horses off and start heading like toward the guy in his flock.
Oh, we're going through him.
I thought that's what you wanted.
Oh, I didn't realize he was to the east. I thought he was some other direction. But yeah, that's fine. All right, don't talk to him. He is unreliable.
the sheep are like, like getting out of the way. And he's like,
I think
what are you
Lily's
doing?
gonna try to steer clear of the sheep at least.
Out of the way, sheep. I guess gust on these sheep.
Oh,
Oh no, grease them.
He like shakes his crook at you. He's like, what are you doing? Get out of here! Get out of my field!
We're trying.
Yeah, we are. We're going that way.
Damn sheep are in the way.
Can we misty step the horse? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Somehow I doubt it.
Do I have misty step? Somebody else
I'm
have
not
misty
even
step?
looking it up. All right, you guys, you managed to get past the sheep. He's got to like do a little bit of work to collect them again, but yeah, no, Misty Step is just you.
Okay.
I lied. I looked it up. And you continue going.
Should have polymorphed the guy into a sheep.
I do have misty step.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. All right. Yeah, I mean it's fairly easy to navigate. You come across one sort of denser barrier of trees, but you are able to stay mounted, and you get through that. Coming out the other side, you're now at a bit of an elevation. And this is probably after another couple hours or so. But you see, far off in the distance, a bright blue ribbon of a river, rather large river.
A bright blue ribbon
of
a river.
a river.
Like a bow?
Not on the river.
You see a large river a ways off still.
Got it.
Well, that river might be the one that makes this land pretty much an island.
Could be.
Would
If you
Lily
cross
have
it.
a map?
Yeah, did you guys have a map?
We had a compass.
Did you? You
I
must
know
have had a
that
map.
quite a few people got maps in Wesleyville of
Yeah.
Centralia, so
I feel like you would have brought a map with you.
I only have so much room in my pants.
Yeah, we had to bring the rug.
Oh.
Still have that rug?
no, I think the rug is back in the Gregson's house.
my
Oh,
God.
okay.
I might still have Paul Rett's underwear though.
No, that you definitely have.
I think I still have a dress left.
Trying to return it to the clone.
I don't know. You might have given that dress away for your truth-telling potion.
Yeah, I can't remember because I had a couple of them, but I might have gave the last one away.
Yeah, so looking at the map, you suspect that it is, in fact, the river Buzi, B-U-Z-I.
It's that river.
Boozy.
Where is Boosie?
Where is it? It's the river.
No, I'm sorry. What does it separate?
It separates
Alland
Alland
and
from South Corson.
South Corson.
Oh, okay. So we walked across the whole. Okay.
Yeah, basically, but you'll probably get to the river by nightfall.
Okay.
Wait, did we just transverse Centralia?
Just a province of it, or whatever you call them.
Yeah, a country. I mean, yeah,
Country.
country.
That's a lot of walking.
Wow, we must be in good shape.
Yeah. Where's our ship?
In the
Very
river
far
Pika, which is exactly the other side of Alland. You
Oh, boy.
basically you come 150 miles across the land.
Wow.
Did we leave? Can we sending stone our crew?
Did you leave? I don't think you left one with them.
We
I'm
we
pretty
must
sure we
have left
discussed
before.
this at the end of the
They're sending
first.
stone by now.
What's that?
The ship.
Bummer.
We send Mr. Bones back?
No, because it's going to take him multiple days, and he'll lose his His ability.
What would we even tell him to do? He would just say.
Clearly, that means bring the ship over to the other river.
He could deliver a note. Like the handwritten note.
Just a note posted on his forehead. Guard this with your life. Don't let anyone write on it.
It's a conjured post-it, which is going to disappear after an hour.
All right, playing bones is terrible. We won't go with that.
Yeah. Well, we can Misty Step 150 feet in 5 days. Or maybe less if we have multiple spell slots.
What?
I don't think we go that far. We're 150 miles away, aren't we?
Oh.
Yeah, so 25,000 days, piece of cake.
No sweat.
Is it just feet or miles that I get to go on Misty Step?
I think just
It's
feet.
feet.
Oh, okay. So, not a great option then.
That would be pretty good if it was miles.
Yeah.
I mean, that you do teleport, but you'd need to have a place to teleport to with a teleport circle.
So I can polymorph us into high altitude cruising eagles, and we might be able to get back pretty quick.
Is there a curvature to the Centralia? Because if we go higher up, then we don't have to travel as far.
I mean, yes, it is a sphere, but
You'd have to go pretty high.
yeah, the height an eagle could go is not going to.
Oh,
That'd be the opposite anyway.
high altitude eagles, apparently.
Yeah. Specifically said high altitude eagles. They're a special breed.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wouldn't it be longer the higher you are?
Well, not if you follow one of the great arcs, right? Isn't that how planes do it here? Depends on where you're going. What is your goal? You're at the top. You can see the river. Now it'd still be a couple hours ride to get to the river.
I thought we were going to find Falrith. I thought that's what we were doing. So that on our second anniversary, we could actually fight Falrith again.
We do.
Okay, let's get him. Let's get him. Let's charge the river.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Get that stupid river.
Wait, but
He might just be hiding by the bank of the river. We don't know. He might be like right there. He might not even be in South Corson.
Attack!
There he is. He's just dancing by the river.
He's
We just know
bathing.
he's that way.
Nude as the day he was born.
That defense won't work for long. Get him.
All right, so you guys ride on your horses and another couple of hours, and by this point it is the sun's getting a little low in the sky, and you are on the shore of the river. Now, it is not as wide as the River Pico. The River Pico was probably at its widest point. It was about 15 miles wide, but this one, at the point you're at right now, you can see across. It's probably like 3, maybe 4 miles wide.
cock the wagon.
Real close to Misty Step. Right.
Do I see a ferry if I look to the right?
No. Give me
How
perception.
about if I look to the left?
Give me perception check. Oh, I thought you were saying Fairy. You do not see any Ferrys.
Wait, can I do a perception check and see if there are fairies?
Sure, go for it.
4.
Yeah, no, you don't see any fairies or fairies.
Does it look deep?
Yes.
Hmm.
You can do a perception check for boats.
I will do a perception check for boats.
Do
14.
you want me to try to scry on Valrith?
Well,
He could be baiting. We got
Yeah.
him.
We'll get a nude walrus into this episode somehow.
He can't sit in his tower all day. He's got to
Is-
move around, do stuff.
is the compass still pointing east?
Can we check the compass?
It is pointing directly east.
Oh, we got to cross this river.
What was your perception check?
14.
You don't see any boats. You also realize that after leaving the road, you didn't really see any signs of people, no smokes from you. Earlier, you'd see the occasional smoke from a far-off farm, or an old broken-down fence, or an old or not so old fence, but like you haven't seen any signs of habitation basically since you left that wooded area.
You guys notice
these
how
last
isolated
12
that
miles
is?
or so, you haven't seen anyone living near this river.
So what we're gonna do is we're all gonna polymorph into eagles, like Tim said, like Twizzard said, and we're gonna leave the horses behind.
What if I just polymorph the horses into eagles and we just ride them?
That makes so much more sense.
Because chances are they're not going to succeed on the intelligence check or whatever check,
So they have to do
wisdom check for polymorph.
We just hold an apple on a stick.
Are there any smart winged animals that we can polymorph them into?
Like
Can
a
we-
Pegasus?
Pegasi? Yeah.
I mean, I
Give
think
them-
your great, the great owl or the giant eagle are probably your best bets.
Because you can only polymorph up to a challenge rating that's like half your level, rounded down or something like that.
I mean, they are domesticated horses, so you would think some of that would carry with the. Well, whatever.
But how many polymorphs can you do?
Well, so if we do an eagle, can't they carry two of us for one eagle?
One each claw?
Yeah, if you did a great or a giant eagle, you could do someone on the back and someone in each claw.
Okay.
So we've got 4 people plus bones. No
Yeah.
Finistel anymore.
Right. And you can actually fly yourself for what, an hour?
Yeah.
So the challenge rating of a horse is a quarter. And so if you were trying to polymorph the horse, it can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less. So you couldn't polymorph a horse into a giant eagle. You could polymorph one of yourselves into a giant eagle.
Okay.
Could we bring the horses over?
I could polymorph someone into a fairy.
So at flight speed, that's 60 feet per round.
Yeah,
Would-
well,
wizard-
as an eagle, as a giant eagle, it's 80 feet for 6 seconds.
I'm just wondering if we'll still be able to polymorph for a long enough time to make it across the river.
How many feet in a mile? 5,000 something?
280? Because I don't want to be dropped from a giant eagle into the middle of a river.
Can I fireball the river and disintegrate it? Just boil it away?
Wait, Finric, don't you have walk on water?
I do.
You have walk on water.
Yeah.
Would the horses be able to take advantage of walk on water?
Oh yeah, we can just walk on the water. Let's do that. So let me see.
But how long does it last?
It lasts for a while actually. Let me find it.
No, we don't need it for a minute. We need it long enough to get across 3 to 4 miles.
No, I think it's more than a minute. Let me look.
It would only take you about 25 minutes to fly across. I just did the math. At the speed of a giant eagle, it's definitely under an hour.
Okay.
It's a big river.
Where's my walk on water thing?
Yeah, but you're flying really fast. Like
Should have brought our boat.
80 feet in 6 seconds is pretty darn fast. So let's see, what are the options on the table? You got polymorph, one or more of you.
It's concentration for 10 minutes.
And how many?
The area is 300 feet.
Well, right. That's fine. But how many people? Up to how many creatures?
A cube. Oh, okay. So I choose an area that is a cube up to 100 feet on a side. I can choose from any of the following effects. Repeat the same effect. Choose different one. blah, blah,
What spell is this?
Is this control water? Or is it, or am I looking for the wrong one?
Oh no, you don't want control water. That's not what you want.
Oh, well, why don't we just part the water? You can cause water in the area to move apart and create a trench. The trench extends across the spell's area, and the separated water forms a wall to either side. The trench remains until the spell ends or you choose a different effect. The water then slowly fills the trench in the course of the next round until the normal water is restored.
Nice.
Gotcha. Fascinating. I thought you were talking about a water walk.
I was, but I found this instead.
But water walk was what we were making a plan with.
Well, new plan.
A new plan is a trench that will be how big?
So I control any freestanding water inside an area I choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on a side. So 100-foot cube.
Okay.
And what happens if the water's deeper than that?
Is it?
It won't be.
I mean, we won't find out until you start moving water, and then
Well, I can jump in and swim a little bit if I need to, right?
wait.
Then we head back out.
So
Wait,
then,
how long does it last?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
but then what do we do when we're in the middle of this trench and you need to make a new trench?
That seems like a problem.
Cast it real quick.
No, it's so as if I understand this correctly, as I walk, the cube is around me, right?
Yeah, but you still have to walk like, what did I say? 3 miles, 4 miles.
3 miles?
3 to 4 miles. Yeah.
How many feet are in a mile?
5,280.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, that's a lot.
I mean,
Okay.
you could run, you could sprint like an 8-minute mile probably. But you've got a bunch of stuff. You could ride the horses.
Yeah, we could ride the horses.
You could go, but it would still take if a horse. Let's see. So a horse at a normal pace. Let's see.
We would just need to ride them extra hard for those 4 miles.
Yeah, you'd have to ride them extra hard.
I don't know if the thing follows me. I guess you cause water in the area to move apart and create a trench. Yeah, I think I can only do it for 100 feet.
I feel like water walk is the real choice here.
Okay, let me find that one.
Water walk or the Eagles. And that's the other thing. Are you taking the Baroness's horses into South Corson? So Finric, you would know, you would know that South Corson is not a place pretty much anyone goes. It is separated from North Corson by an incredibly dense forest, which has a bunch of ancient magic / history involved in it. But more than that is the government of South Corson is basically not friendly to any other countries.
Oh, I can't even use diplomacy there.
I tell my friends nothing.
Okay.
Well, Lily would probably know this.
Lily would know.
The
Lily would know that you would know that, like, whenever the topic of South Corson comes up, like whether it's like trade routes or like basically it doesn't come up. Like, you've heard it, like, you know that there's something going on, you're not sure what it is, but like no one ever talks about it in any real sense, certainly from Wesleyville. No.
Do I have water walk? I don't know that I have water walk.
Well, you could
You
if you took a long
could.
rest.
I mean, do I have it, like, the option of it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Can you cast 3rd level spells?
3rd level, yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to take a long rest and commune with your goddess, and then you could get it.
Oh, okay.
Basically, every time you take a long rest, you can swap out your spells. Not your
Okay.
cantrips, but your
Is
spells.
that only for one person to water walk?
Up to 10
he just
creatures.
No.
5 of
Up,
us.
up to how many?
10.
Oh, okay.
Including horses?
Yeah, 10 creatures.
Ooh.
Now, getting your horses to actually walk on the water, that's an animal handling check, but we'll get to that if it comes.
Yeah, that seems like a way to go then.
Right, but we might not even want to bring the horses if.
Well, once we're over, we might want to run around. You want to walk anywhere? I don't want to walk anywhere.
I don't know. It's just they're not our horses.
But it's 30 feet.
That's the range you can, like, they can be 30 feet away from you and you can still hit it.
So, like, the thing that's gonna walk on water can be 30 feet away. It doesn't do anything to the water, just to the thing walking on the water.
Yeah, but I mean, all your friends are within 30 feet of you, so yes, you can cast it on everyone.
Just when you cast it, we have to be within 30 feet of you.
Correct.
And then we can go in any direction we want, but we should stay within 30 feet of you if we want you to cast it again after another 10 minutes.
No, that lasts an hour.
Oh, that lasts an hour.
Yeah, you could go 6 miles at a normal pace walking on water.
Yeah.
So you'll have no problem, assuming you can get the horses to go on the water.
That's what we should do.
Yeah, we should probably just do that.
Or you can do the giant eagle route.
Wait.
Honestly, you have 2 really good options for crossing this river. I'm kind of impressed.
But the giant eagle, because of the intelligence, we're going to have to do intelligence check versus animal handling. So which one has the better chance of actually getting us safely across?
Well, no, I think you would have to translate. You would have to polymorph yourselves,
Right.
not the horses. So there wouldn't be I wouldn't.
If we,
Right, but you had to do. But the bat following our instructions, even though that was
that works like a
shady.
charm.
That was a bat, though. A bat's much dumber than a giant eagle.
Right, which I tried
Not
to
the bat we
convince. I tried to convince Mr. Twizzard about that, but
Oh, what problems do we have?
well, it wasn't necessarily the best landing.
I think it was perfect. I think it was absolutely perfect. But the
mean,
point I
like-
was gonna make is
Can we lose the Baggins?
if we turn into eagles, we can continue just flying for however long it lasts. After we don't have to keep walking around. We could possibly get to the place we're looking for a lot faster and scout it out from the air.
It
we
is
get
going to be
any
dark
warning?
soon. Remember that. It's going to be dark soon.
We could wait for morning. Is that what you just said,
Well,
Finric?
No, I was gonna say, do we get any warning,
Oh,
or do we just fall out of the sky at some point?
Twizzard would know. You would know that it's wearing off.
would I tell you though? I don't
That's
know.
a good question.
Yeah.
That's a very
Now-
good question.
If we want to take a long rest here, that way we can also have the option of water walk, or at least that we all get a long rest. Not that we need a long rest, but
Yeah, we just had a long rest.
It's
Well,
a choice.
if you want to get water walk, you have to take a long rest so Paelias can switch spells.
So we could water walk and keep the horses, or not lose the horses but be able to fly for a little bit.
and only certain people would be able to fly because you only have so many spell slots for.
Well, the other
polymorph.
people would get carried.
Yes.
They'll be in the air.
Just thinking. I've heard that South Gorson is a rough place for foreigners, and I think it would be better if we kept the horses, even if we have to sleep here overnight.
Yeah, let's water walk.
All right.
So you think it's beneficial to bring the horses with us?
Yes, I think it's very likely we'll have to beat a hasty retreat at some point.
Okay.
All right. So we need a long rest.
All right. I start setting up camp and finding some firewood.
I conjure a nice chair.
And how's the bank of the river?
It's a bit of a steep bank right here. Actually, it's about 8 feet down to the water where you are.
Okay.
You might be able to go north or south along the shore and find a lower bank, but
I was just curious as to, if the bank was something that was nice to walk along and have the water lapping up on the side, or
not
if
right
it
here.
was
It's
to
not.
drop
No.
off. Okay. All right, then I'm just collecting firewood, helping to set up camp.
All right. I conjure some firewood. Look what I found.
Mr. Twizzard, it's glowing already, and it hasn't even been set on fire.
Thought you might not have noticed that.
All right, so you guys dismount, start the process of setting up camp for the night. Dig into your rations. Remember to ration your rations. Ration your rations.
I like how Mr. Bones always looks like he's standing in the wind.
It's because you're constantly blowing gust at him.
Because he just looks so good with his cape going.
That is true. All right. Any other things you want to do as you enjoy your... So you said you lit a fire?
Sure.
Is there grass around?
Yeah.
All right. So I pick some of the grass and I get Finric's attention. I say, Finric, can you tell me what color this grass is?
Yes.
What? Tell me.
You just asked him if he could tell you. He told you yes, he could.
No longer a question. Tell me what color this grass is.
Green.
Ah!
Oh,
Was that a word?
right. You're supposed to...
I thought it was. I thought it was Yippee Ki or something.
Wait, no, try it again. Try it again.
With dynamite-y do or something?
Yeah, dynamite. Dynamite.
Yeah, dynamite.
Ah!
I thought that was the word.
No.
I didn't
It's
know.
such a-
If we could possibly form the same word with both those, like use it both, I don't know. What was
Green
I gonna say?
dynamite.
Green dynamite?
That was the secret word of the night, Finric.
Oh, cool.
Which both Paelias and I forgot.
Yeah.
It was so secret.
I actually assumed you were like telling some joke or something and like...
I just thought you were colorblind.
This grass, I can't tell. No.
They say it's green.
Ah!
I think it's only the first time. I don't think it's every time.
Alright.
Oh,
I'm using
my
that
goodness.
grass for my bedding.
It's not like you can't do that on television.
Got it. All right, any spells being cast before the night?
Mr. Bones, I'm animating him.
Anything else?
I'll prepare my walk on water spell.
All right,
If
what's the watch? Are you doing a watch?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I'll go second.
All right, who's going first?
Who's going first? I'll go first.
Finric's-
Oh,
Oh, I'll get to reset my spell slots. Nice.
All right, Twizzard, you're going last.
I'll go last, no problem.
All right. You guys find what comfort you can in your bedrolls or cloaks as the sun dips below the horizon. Finric, go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch.
8.
All right.
Do I perceive anything of... Nope.
You see your friends slowly drop off to sleep, one by one, and the sun's light has left the sky completely. There are stars out. It is a clear night, and you're sort of gazing, sort of across the river, which is a darker strip among the banks, and you notice a flickering across the bank. If you look again, it's not there though. Keep your eye out for a while. Don't see anything again.
I think I should mention that to the next person.
Yep.
That's me.
Your shift ends. Paelias is up.
Hey, Paelias, I could be mistaken, but I thought I saw right across there. It's a little flicker. And then it stopped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shall I detect magic?
You have not had your long rest yet. You've only been 2 hours, but yeah, you could.
I think there is it's 30-foot sphere.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
don't know if that's going to be.
is it further than 30 feet? Finner?
Yes, it's 3 miles.
Oh man, I am bad with distance.
It's a big river.
It is a big
Oh,
river.
it's on the other side of the river. You're saying?
Yeah, the other side
Yeah,
of the
it's
river.
somewhere.
Oh.
I could swear I saw it. I honestly I can't be 100% sure, but
Gotcha.
Sure.
Okay, I'll just keep an eye
Does
out.
anyone have the or the spyglass that was in the ship, or is that still in the ship?
That's probably on the ship. Unless it's specifically in your inventory, it's probably on the ship.
If only we'd brought our ship.
If only we'd brought our ship.
I mean, to be fair, you would have had to go all the way down to the point, or, around the horn, basically.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah, just sailing.
We would have faster.
But then we wouldn't have met all our new friends. Like Baroness, Duder, and Gobbly Wobbly. Baron.
Wouldn't have gotten some action.
criminals.
We haven't gone to Wobbly.
How does that work?
What's that? What'd you say, Finric?
And there could have been some mermaids. How does that work?
That's true.
Yeah.
Easily could have been mermaids. You missed out. You missed out on the mermaid party I had planned.
Yeah.
Or mermans.
Yeah, both.
Merman.
Plenty of both.
Interesting.
All right, Paelias, give me a perception check for your stint.
All right. I perceive.
Solid perception.
You do not see any lights across the river.
What did Finric perceive?
8.
Oh. Weird.
End of your watch comes.
Okay, I'll tell
You wake up, Lily.
Lily. I'll tell Lily what Finric told me and that I didn't see it, but keep an eye out.
All right, Lily, give me a perception check.
$14.
Seen that before.
Same as Paelias and same as my passive perception, so.
You're looking on your bank. You're looking across the river. Looking at the river itself. Looking at the stars. Out of the corner of your eye, you see something and you focus on it. And there's a glimmer of a light across the river. It disappears. A little further down, you see another glimmer of a light, and that disappears. You're alert now, and you're looking. You think you hear something come to you over the water. It's almost like a raccoon digging in the trash. Some kind of animalistic noise. And then nothing. And nothing for the remainder.
Okay. Weird. Something's going on over there. But it seems pretty far away. So...
Like 30 feet.
No, more like 3 to 4 miles away. And sound does travel pretty well over water, especially if it's calm water and there's very little wind.
All right, you wake up Twizzard.
And so I tell Mr. Twizzard, there's definitely something going on across the river.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did I see some lights flickering as if maybe signaling to each other, because it was over here, and then it was over here, and then I heard sounds that sounded like animalistic scavenging of sorts, and maybe some, I don't know, clashing of materials or something.
No, it was just the animalistic.
Oh, just animalistic. Okay.
Alright, that all sounds great.
So-
why don't you go to bed? Bones, get over here and help me sit upright.
All right, Lily, you lie down to get what rest you can find. Mr. Twizzard, please give me a perception check.
Can do. You're gonna get blown away by this perception. 15.
Ooh, one more than me.
Hearing Lily's discussion and description, you keep an eye out across the river.
I got 2 good dwarf eyes.
You listen with your dwarf ears. You look with your dwarf eyes. You smell with your dwarf nose. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Nah, much of getting scared of ghosts and wind. Nothing. Not scared of anything.
And the as the sun's light comes up from the other side of the river, from the land on the other side of the river, you all wake up having had the benefits of a long rest.
Nah, I didn't see anything. No, nothing.
Me neither.
Well, there was definitely something there, Mr. Twizzard.
Yeah, well, got scared when I got on duty. That's all I know.
All right, Paelias, you discussed the mysteries of magic with Mistra, and you have prepared a different set of spells.
Yeah, I just moved out the just spell magic and put in Misty Step, or no, put in Walk on Water.
All right. All right. You guys have some breakfast. Quick breakfast. How would you like to do this? What's going on?
I hope this works.
Breakfast? I mean, we've done it before.
Well, we're going to have to find a place where we can actually get down to the river safely.
Or just jump off.
And then
Another
I
call.
think that the horses might go near the river, but then are they going to feel comfortable going into or onto the river?
Yeah, you just gotta give him a little kick.
Yeah, we can get him in there. Throw some hay in the water, they'll dive in.
My animal handling is not super great.
Mine is no better or worse than most of my stats.
We could do it as a group check. Basically, you would all roll, and if 2 of you pass, that'll be enough for the group because you sort of lead your horses, and that encourages the other horses, and so. But tell me how you'd like to prepare to do this, and that may have an influence on the DC of it.
So, only 2 of us need to pass?
Is it a canyon? How is it, like, deep?
It's about 8 feet down to the water in the immediate area that you're at.
Uh-huh.
You might
And
be able
there's-
to go up or down river a little bit to find a shallower incline.
Okay, does it look shallower up or down?
Are you just looking with your eyes? Give me a perception check.
Uh-huh. Perceiving now. Okay, we've got a 9.
Hard to tell from here, honestly. There's nothing super apparent in the immediate area.
Anybody else want to perceive a little better than me?
Alright, can I look? Can I go where he is and look up and down the banks?
I mean, you're even shorter than him, so...
Bones, hold me on your shoulders. Lift me up.
Perfect. All right, you're on top of Mr. Bones. Give me a perception check.
Alright. Oh boy. 6.
As
He's
you're
not
like...
holding me up well.
As you're like...
He's
Mr.
holding you
Bones
up
is
by
like...
what? You're hanging upside down?
Can't see anything. Alright, I tried.
Alright, anybody else?
I'm kind of short too, so I don't know.
You want Mr. Bones to hold you up?
Yeah, okay.
Bones, hold up.
Give me perception, Finric.
11.
Man, we're screwed.
You think it's probably maybe tends to maybe go down a little to the south? It's not really that discernible, the difference that you can see.
Okay, well, maybe a little to the south, guys.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be one or the other.
Yeah, let's try south.
All right, so you guys mount up and start heading south.
We'll go south a bit.
Sounds good. What could go wrong?
Well, things are already starting to go south.
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you head south for maybe an hour or so. You're encouraged to see it, and it does get to. There's actually a little bit of a creek that comes out of the area to the west of you, that sort of meets the river, and at that area, the land sort of slopes down. Nice,
Looks like a
gentle
good place.
transition.
That's our spot.
Do it.
If the horses are reluctant, I can grease that area.
And then just slide right
We're all
onto the...
standing in it.
Oh my God.
Grease and gust.
Grease and gust.
Grease and
Might as
gust.
well just make some sails with our headscarves and just sail across.
The old grease, gust, and go trick. All right, how do you want to do this?
All right. Well, we should get the horses close enough for the walking on water spell, and then bring them down towards the water and see if we're stepping on the water and they're stepping on the water. And maybe we can lead them out a little bit so that they feel more comfortable about the fact that they're not sinking in the water.
Maybe we could start them in the water, like they're just standing in it, feeling good.
How does that work? How do you...
Paelias, you would know that if you did that, they would sort of rise up on top.
Oh, yeah. So that won't work. If I'm gonna use the spell, then they would just, if they're in the water, they would just rise up to the level of the water top.
Now, would that freak them out more than if they started on top of the water?
Probably. Freak me out.
Yeah, that's probably true. All right, so we cast first, and then we just sort of coax them out into the water. I mean, for all they know, it's like they're just like walking out into like shallow water. It's just
It's just like a painted floor, painted water color.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
That's flowing.
Yeah, flowing water painted
Artistry's
color.
optical
And
illusion.
maybe cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
it's
would
like
be
when the
colder than
wind.
the ground, certainly, but yeah.
yeah, colder
How's
flowing
the weather?
watercolor.
How is the weather? It's not as nice as yesterday, but it's not bad.
Is the water choppy or is it pretty calm?
The water is, it's fast flowing, but it's smooth.
All right. I was just wondering if there were waves, how would the waves interact with walking on water? Would you walk over the wave or would it just splash on you? So you stay at a constant level and the waves just
I mean,
kind
it's
of
not like you don't get wet at all, but it's like, yeah, you know.
But she's saying, like, would it be like a step where you're having to step onto the waves and down from the waves, or is it just you're walking on like a?
Oh, I mean, if it was
steady-
like ocean waves, then yeah, I think you'd like step up into it. But this is like negligible. Waves are negligible.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed to know. All right. So Lily is ready to lead her horse out onto the water, assuming that, Paelias is going to cast water walk.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna cast it.
All right. If you hold your focus and you move your hands and speak the words, you all feel slight tingling. You might be imagining it. You might be actually feeling it in your feet. But Paelias, you feel confident that you've cast the spell correctly. Go ahead and check that spell slot, please. And yeah, do you want to do a group animal handling check and pass or fail together, or would you like to do individuals?
I think maybe group would be better.
Yeah, I think group would be fine.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right, so all of you, give me an animal handling check.
Too easy. 14.
Nice.
14.
15.
Nice.
What was yours, Blythe?
It is 10.
Because you guys found a nice, smooth place to enter, and because you led them in, the DC was only 10, so not a problem. You all passed, so no
Cool.
worries. They're a little startled, but you are now riding across the river. It's kind of a cool feeling, honestly. You're just sort of like out in the middle of the river.
Hello!
This was a good plan.
Yeah.
All right.
No one drop anything.
All right, you guys head across the river, just going straight across, I assume?
Yeah,
Probably want to get there faster than normal.
I think Lily's going to keep her eye slightly north where she thought she might have seen those flashes of light.
All right, give me a perception check then as you ride across.
We want to stop for a little break.
Just curious if there's, ooh, not nat, but a 20.
You ride out a little, you get out of the river, you're feeling good. You're like, oh, shit, I know I saw those lights. You look across, and as you do, not only do you see something suspicious, but you see 3 or 4 forms moving through the trees on the opposite shore. And then you see,
Fireball.
you're like, oh shit, and you look over there and you see another group moving off to your right. Still across, still can't really tell how many or what exactly, but there is definitely something across the river.
All right, I'm going to alert my companions. Can I tell if they are traveling in a particular direction, like towards us, or are they just moving?
Yeah, you get the feeling that you guys heading out onto the river on these horses, whoever, whatever they were, like, are moving to intercept.
Oh
boy.
In the water?
No, along the shores and in the forest, but
Okay.
they were not stealthy and you had a very good roll. So you saw not just one group, but 2 groups.
All right, well, we've got 2, and they're both heading towards us. They're going to try to cut us off at the shoreline.
Yeah,
Oh,
2
shoot the
groups
eagle.
specifically, not just 1 or 2
Oh,
creatures.
two separate groups.
2 separate groups of whatever they are.
Why would they try this? We're clearly super powerful traveling across the river on horses.
Yeah, why don't you show him a fireball, dude?
I don't know if I can reach. We're still like a few miles out.
Yeah, you'd have to, yeah. I mean, it is going to take you half an hour to ride across the river at normal pace. You could push the horses and make it faster if you wanted. But
I'll shoot one. I don't care if I burn down South Gorson.
Well, I mean, we've got like 10 hours, right? How long do we have with this?
1
you
hour.
have 1 hour, but
1 hour, sure, yeah.
Your distance and your time are a little off, so that must mean that your speed is also not accurate.
Oh, yeah, I definitely take things a lot faster than I should.
all right. So you guys are riding across normal pace. Lily, you're definitely keeping your eye out. After that initial thing, you don't see any other movement. You guys get closer, you get to within 1 mile or so. Now you're all like hyper focused on the bank. You get to within half a mile. Still looking. You get to within maybe 1,000 feet or so. And you start to hear these like horns is generous. It is an instrument of some kind, but they sound sort of almost twisted, or like sour. The note is sour. It hangs in the air, and it's repeated from both a little above where you are in the river, a little below, and then deeper into the forest.
Lily's like, I already hate this place.
Do we have our own horn to blow?
Excuse me.
If only you had a vuvuzela with you.
If only.
A what?
A vuvuzela.
Don't know what that is. It sounds cool though. Alright, I conjure a super annoying horn and I blow it.
All right, give me a performance check with advantage.
I almost feel like you could have just done like...
With advantage. Ooh, so 15 so far. Advantage 16.
All right, yeah. What do you want it to sound like?
Hoot, 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 toot.
Really?
Nice.
Oh.
You're not sure if it's the horn that you blew or the other horns, but your horses are getting a little a little agitated. And you guys are probably now within 500 feet or so of the shore. What do you want to do?
Stop backward.
Should we maybe stop?
Take a short rest.
Not progress any further until we know what we're up against? Have them show themselves?
I still just burned down the shoreline.
Right, but if we're on the water, I feel like maybe they're not going to come out, but they'll have to hit us from, like, with ranged weapons or with magic or something.
Yeah, but if they trap
We're
us
better
in
at
the water,
Yeah, we're better at short range fighting, though, right?
Well, yes, but we don't know what we're up against.
Neither do they.
Of us than we are of them.
I don't know.
yeah, I would say let's YOLO this.
I think, honestly, if we realize we're, like, completely outmatched, we can always run back out onto the water. It's not like they can follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have another half hour. I mean, I guess I could recast it. It's a level 3, so I got a bunch of those. But, yeah, all right, that's fine. Let's just see what we got.
So do you hesitate at 500 feet or do you keep going?
I would say just keep going.
I think Lily is not riding the horse as fast. I think Lily is holding up a little bit. I think because she's seen it. She's definitely more worried than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, yeah, just go, just go. And Lily's like, no, I saw this. This is creepy. I don't like it.
You stay a horse length or so behind the rest. Horses are used to this. You've been riding for a while. You notice they are getting more hesitant. As you come within shore, you're about 10 feet from the shore, and you start to hear these almost these sort of twisted howlings, and the horns sound again, and suddenly a rain of arrows come at you.
Oh.
And I think that's where we're going to end things for tonight.
Oh man.
Unless we want to do this battle. It is 11:21.
I don't know if I can make it for a full battle,
Yeah,
especially if there's like quite a few of these things.
there's
So.
definitely quite a few of them.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right, I think we're gonna need to. We'll start up right away next time. Although when will next time be? So next week is Thanksgiving week here in the United States. So I don't think there'll be a session then. And then on the 3rd, I am unable to do it. However, we could do it the Thursday before the December 2nd or December 4th.
Are you guys not free next week?
I am not going to be in this house.
Okay.
All right, we'll discuss this. We'll see how this battle turns out. As you enter South Gorson, not a very friendly place for folks to go. Finric, you're like, shit. as these arrows start to rain down on you. And we'll see how this turns out next time on BND Live. See you, folks.